GreenFILE is an environmental studies database. One thing I want to point out to you from the beginning, there's a little tool up here called My EBSCO, which is an optional feature that you might want to use at some point. It is not a login to this database. If you see My EBSCO, you are already logged in. In this case, we did a search on polar bears, looking at climate change and the effect on polar bears. We've got 703 total results. That's quite a lot to work with. Let's see if I can narrow our focus, get more of what we exactly want. And so down the left side, you'll see filters. A number of these are quite useful. For example, we might want peer-reviewed materials, so the best academic materials. We can look at source types and say, well, we only want academic journals, not other kinds of materials like magazines or reports. A little further down, we see subject. If we click on subject, we can find polar bear and climate change, which is exactly what we want. And the subjects tend to focus down on what is centrally found in an article and push out those that don't centrally deal with this. And so we've got polar bear, climate change checked off. You could go with geography down here, although with polar bears, they're found a lot of places in the north, so that geography might limit or eliminate certain results. So we won't use that. Let's click on apply. All right, we now have 312, so we've cut it in more than half. And that's a little easier to work with. Now, as you go down through the list, you'll see that these are citations to the various articles that are available. The first thing you probably want to know is how do I get the full text? Click on Access Options down below each citation, and it'll give you things like linked full text, which will take you to a database that has the full text for it, and so on. If you go down here a little bit further, full text from Wiley, which is a different database. So there's full text available for these through the access options, and you'll generally get a PDF link, and then you can download it and save it. What about citations? How do I create formatted citations? Be nice not to have to create my own citations. So the way to do that with an individual article is 3 dots up here where it says Tools. Click on Cite, and then you can choose a citation format. In this case, there's all kinds of formats. It's set here for APA, and so you can copy and paste that particular item, copy it, paste it into a document, and you will have a formatted citation. So there we go with that, and then you can close it down here. What if I want to cite more than one? I see several here that I'm interested in. So I'm going to choose the first 3 here. Can I create citations to those all at once? Yes, you can. Up here, click on the cite icon, which is always this little quotation mark. So click on that. We've got APA. You can only see one citation here, but it says plus 2 more. So if I click copy all to clipboard and copy and paste what comes there into a document, I'll have 3 citations, all formatted for me. So there it is, and there are a number of other features. You can perhaps want to open up a record to see information like authors. You could click on any one of these and get more information about the author. You might want to identify particularly that journal and see whether there are other articles there. There are subject terms that are listed here that might be helpful to you, and so on for each citation. You will find as well an abstract, which is a summary of the article. Abstracts can be very useful because they provide you with the basic details of what the article is actually about. That can help you determine whether you even want it. Is it relevant to what I'm looking for? And can also give you a doorway into understanding the larger article. So very useful stuff. Let's go back to the results. And that's pretty much it. There are some other features that are available. So just explore it as much as you want. And this database is very useful for environmental studies.